Good morning. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, and let's get right into the economic data for today. Right now, we have an FOMC member speaking, but it's not Powell, so I don't anticipate much movement with him speaking there at 8 o'clock. You have Chicago PMI at 8:45. Then at 9 o'clock, this is the big number for today, which is the jobs openings. Then consumer confidence also at 9. And then what else and then we have President Trump speaking at 10 a.m. So that could move the market when he speaks. God only knows what happens when he speaks. So let's get right in the broader markets. Let's look at the Standard & Poor's ES. We have some interesting levels here today. Right now, we are above Friday's high at 67.0375. So if we hold that level, I think we push up into the 918 highs of 67.18. I think if we lose Friday's highs at 67.03, I think we quickly move down to this 66.9675. And then if we lose that level, actually, I would probably say if we lose this, I can mark this right here. If we lose this 66.90 level, then I think we quickly pull back to 66.62. I think a pullback is very healthy. I would not be surprised to see a pullback with the government potentially going to shut down. It probably will, but that to me, if the market sells off because of that, I think that's a good buying opportunity. If you look back in history, and every time there's a market sell off, it pulls back, and then a month later, it's right back to where it was and even higher. So a pullback would be nice. If we do break this 67.3150, I think we start working our way back towards the all-time highs at 67.5675. So if we keep an eye on that, if we look at the NASDAQ is a very similar chart, same thing. We're above Tuesday's lows. We are below Friday's highs on the NASDAQ of 24,888. We are respecting the lows from the 23rd, which is 24,788 and a half. So it's kind of in a channel right now, as you can see right here. So nothing really too eventful. If we do, let's plot that out there. If we do get above that 24,975 and a half level, then we're going to be approaching those all-time highs again at 25,027 and a quarter. But right now, as you can see, it seems to be channeling as well. Probably waiting for some announcements right now. So there's really no movement in here right now. Let's get right into Tesla here. Tesla. Friday had a nice little push up here, and then you saw right on the pop, it hit our resistance zone that I had up here. Got as high as 450.98, and then really got smacked down pretty good, but not horribly. I think a pullback for Tesla would be great. This first level here that I have here is 435.35. If we could pull back to that level, if we lose this level right here down at 433, I think we pull back into Friday's highs from 2 weeks ago at 429.47. This would be a fantastic pullback if we get that. But right now, it seems to be holding this 435.35 level. On the upside right now, if we can get through and hold this 444.99, call it 445 level, I think we push through this 447, and then we approach the 452 level again. So if we can get above, I would say if we do get above yesterday's highs and we hold it, I think then we can, there's nothing up here stopping this. We can get up to 466.19 really quick. And then beyond that, 474, I can show you what what it looks like way back when. There is really, let me clean this stuff up here. There is nothing really up here above these levels. Once we get all the way back, let me get a full year. You can see that this 450.99 level I have right here, That's where we currently are right now. And you can see there's nothing here that's sustaining this. This went straight down. So this is going there. There is no levels over here to stop it from going up to 466.90. And then, of course, I think if we get through this, um, probably right here, 475.72, then we're going to be approaching new highs. You have all the analysts are all changing their outlooks on Tesla. They're raising their anticipated price. A lot of 500s coming out of there. I think you had one at 600. So the future looks bright for Tesla, but I think what I would like to see is a pullback to create some better buying opportunities. And these levels that I have down here would be some pretty good levels. If we can hit these levels down here, 435 today, it seems to be pushing right now pre-market, but as I said, that these pre-markets, there's no volume. You could see right here, this is where all your volume is during the day trade, this gray shaded out area. This is post-market, and this dotted line, this is pre-market right here. So you don't have really anything going on for Tesla right now. It's just kind of chopping around. Let's go over yesterday's 5-minute opening range trade. And where are you? So yesterday was a bit choppy in the morning, and I got chopped around, I'm not going to lie. Just waiting for this break. You had a $7 opening range at 443 all the way up to 450.98, and that was the high of the day. So when it gets extended like that, and to get that continued follow through, that makes me a little weary on taking that trade, even if it did break through this 5-minute opening range here. So it didn't. And then once it did not break that and started pulling back, I was anticipating a 5-minute opening range break on the downside, and I was getting chopped up a little bit. However, it did finally give it to you later on. The low was 443 on that 5-minute opening range, and you could have gotten, I think, $4 out of it. 430, 439.50. Yeah, so you could have gotten $4 on the downside on that trade there, but it was a very difficult trade yesterday. I did make money. But it was difficult. I kept, once the market wasn't giving it to me, I kept taking my stops, and then finally it gave it to me, and then I made my money, and then I was done for the day. So the prices that I have up here today for Friday expirations, I have the 460 calls, and then I have the 430 puts on Tesla, and you could see where the premiums close on the 460 calls yesterday. They closed at $5.85. Which means if you buy a one lot, it's going to cost you $585. And the same thing on the put side, it closed at $6.35 on the put side, which means if you buy a one lot, it's going to cost you $635. And on the puts, if the market goes down, this premium price goes up, and that's how you make money on the basic 101 of premium price movement for options. And the same thing right here on the call price. If you buy one at $5.85, costs you $585. If the price of the stock moves up, the premium price moves up, and then that's how you make money on the call side. So today, what I'd like to focus on is we do have some economic data coming out later on in the week that could impact things. Let's go back over that really quick. We went over today's. Tomorrow you have non-farm unemployment change that could impact things, and then you have ISM manufacturing. I think that's one of the bigger numbers, along with CPI. I thought we had CPI this week. The average earnings, that's going to be a big number on Friday. So they're in unemployment rate. So there's quite a bit of economic data coming out this week. So I think that's why we could have some sideways trades. However, we are approaching the end. We are at the end of the month here. So I would not be surprised to have an update today, and then maybe some pullback at the beginning of the month tomorrow, and maybe a continued rally into the first couple of weeks of October before we start having some pullbacks going into, I would say, the middle of November. Anyways, that is it for today. I will be back tomorrow. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, as well as sign up for our Discord station. We're trying to increase the community there. And if there's any comments or anything that you would like me to cover, please leave those comments below. Have a great trading day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.